Hey guys, before anything else, I just want to show you my main character. This is my main character um, because some of my critic says or tells me that my profession as a quarry mastery is a quarryman or a woman is not very profitable. So I just want to show my character here. Um, My total gameplay is 1 month, 8 days, and 7 hours. This is my second character. I use it on my other video as my video guide for beginners. But anyways, this is my main character. And by the way, I have mild sinus early in the morning. I always have sinus every morning, so bear with me, guys. Also, bear with my English. It's my second language, guys. So anyway, this is my main character. So this is one month 1 month old, like I showed you. So, and this is how much I earned. I Let me just show you guys. This is my island. Guild. It's not completed yet. Full of laborers. All of this house is full of laborers, stone cutter laborers. So this is my bank, first bank. It's worth 13 mil on this bank. Mainly because of this. So when I first started the guild, there's like 3 friends and me, total of 4. So we are, and now I'm left alone because my 3 friends played Valorant or another game. They don't like this game because they suck on PvP. Ganking. Told them not to gank first because we don't have money yet. We can't sustain ourselves when we die. And they like to play PvP all the time. They are so childish, from their decision. So that's that's why they got frustrated and quit the game. It's I don't know. It's up to your strategy how to improve yourself or really save much silver. So they quit, and I get this all to myself. So when I remove this, I only got 4 mil. So this is a reward. I don't know how the reward thing is, but I'm planning to reward my guild mates here when the next reward comes from. There's a siphon energy here. I am not very familiar on these mechanics yet since I'm still new in the game. I'm not that pro here. So yeah. This is my earning on my first bank. My personal bank is this. All of this item come from it's worth 7 mil, 7.2. It comes from my playing dungeon. Sometimes I go red dungeon and black, and then the problem is I always die when I'm returning home. So that's why I didn't like the idea going to red zone or black zone from the very start. That's why I find another alternative, and I did find it in Stone Quarry. So that's the reason mostly why I become a Stone Quarry, like in tier 8. And Bank of Interest, it's worth 6.7 mil, and actually my other friend is still playing the game and some of my mount is there. He's using it. We're sharing this Bank of Interest, 2 of us. He's just playing again, and he wants to do Black Zone, and to be honest, I gifted him 15 mil from his last birthday up to pay his premium this December, and he didn't use it. He used it for gearing up and doing Black Zone again. It's up to him. I gifted him the silver. So this is my total my earnings on my bank. And let's go to the island now. My island is, I don't have a alternate characters or multi characters or alts, you know, because some many do. Some YouTubers have many alts, and of course they're pretty rich compared to me. So that's understandable. You can do alts here. It's no problem. But I have a problem. I don't have too much alt, but I am managing. So this is my Sensors Island. This is my island on Bridge Watch. Full of laborers also. These houses have laborers in them. So this is my setup. And I'm going to try to explain later why or how laborers work, or why did I set up a laborer or stonecutter laborer, and why did I level up my house to level 5 and this one to level 6. So let's go to the common question of what's the best things to do in your island, or what's the most profitable things to sell in your island, or sellable things in your island. So firstly, I just want to say that there's no real advantage on what you're gonna sell in your or plant or sell in your island. For example, let's say if you plant a crenelle, in my experience, right, it doesn't really give players an advantage like me, because like for example the sandstone, like the sandstone video I made. So there's plenty of players now on that area gathering sandstone, and there's plenty more of players selling that particular item, meaning to say the price will go lower because many players are now selling that same item, right? So if you plant like I did try it. I plant crenelle and dragon cell and try to sell them. And what happened is I didn't get that much silver than the other item. Like sorry, let me go back again. Like for example, the chicken, that one chicken, this is just a tier 3 chicken, right? So I already put one here. So it sells for 3,965 right now, but the average price of the chicken is around 5,000. Oh, not this one. I'm sorry. I mean the chicken, not the chick. The 5,000, right? Sometimes it goes lower than the average price. Because it depends on how much players are selling it at that time on the market. Okay, so if many players plant crenelle or dragon cell or any higher tier, like in this, wait, the highest tier, let's go to the potion, like this one, the gold yarrow. Like when many most of the player or many players plant this gold yarrow, then it won't sell that much on the market, right? You can see the average estimated market value is 444. So it's tier 8 and it sells that low. Compared to the chicken, where's the chicken? Okay, let me compare to the chicken purse. That's just one item, by the way. Let's just count one per item. But the chicken has an average price of 5,000, right? And I think when you harvest the plant, you sometimes you get 12. So let's just try to total that average price of gold yarrow, that average price of 444 times, let's just say 12, we get 12. Okay, so that's that's the same, almost the same price of the chicken. That's 5,328. um I totaled in the calculator right now, but you won't see it because I'm using OBS Studio and I don't know how to open the to show the or in other words, I'm just using the game capture, so it won't capture any tabs if I alt tab anything, only the game. So anyway, anyways, there's no real advantage if you sell. Like I said, it's because of the players. If so many players putting that same item in the market, it will eventually go, the price will go low. Okay, lower. So there's no real advantage here, or the misconception of you need to plant herbs to because that's the highest profitable item, right? So no, that's a misconception. That said, what you really want to do, or like what I changed my strategy when I figured that out. I already I already plant herbs, that crenula and dragon teasel, and I only have one pasture back then, and three farms. Now I changed my strategy. Um okay, wait, let me just explain my strategy later. Let me just finish explaining what's profitable um to do or plant in your farm. Okay, so tips here is open your destiny board. um it's pretty simple here, guys. There's a hint here what's the best profitable things to sell or plant in your farm. So there's two here, there's two food here. You can see the alchemist and the chef. So just scroll down, and like this pork pie here, the gatherers always use this pork pie. Okay, so if you want a steady income, a passive income in your island, if you want to use that island as your passive income, then plant corn, or wheat, or flour, or wheat, or raw pork and sheep milk. If you're just targeting the pork pie, because crafters, of course, has a limited um plots in their island as well. So there's few little, actually few little. But my island is still level 5, so I don't know how much plots do the level 6 or completed island is. So another thing is, that's why the other players has a multiple accounts for their plots, their craft planting crops and seeds to craft certain items. And it's not enough because Albion Online has like 30 plus players, so they can't provide all of that players in one time or one day in total, because every hour there's player buying pork pie. So what you want to do is to have that steady income, is supply them with like I said, corn, or it depends on your strategy here. Same goes to the potions. If you're aiming for the potions, like everyone will aim for the potion now, but like I said, you have plenty of options here. I'm just showing you your options, and I'm not clicking my scroll. So if you're planning to supply the crafter with materials for their potion, invisibility potion, Then plant crenelae, tier 8 cow's milk. The crenelae is dragon teasel is tier 5. And fire touch mullein is tier 6. So plant those things, especially the invincibility potion is very sellable item. Players buy this all the time, every hour, of course. Major poison potion as well. So there's a dragon teasel as well. So that's my strategy back then. I'm trying to plant things that is needed for these potions, right? I'm targeting the major poison potion and invisibility potion, and there's around crenelae around here, and the major sticky potion and major resistance potion. So that's my target, supposedly, because I thought it really sells that good, but in my experience, when I experience it myself, it's not because there's plenty of player will sell the same item. So you just need to strategize if you just want to use your plots in your island to sell to give you a passive income per day. So there's also this one, the special fish bait, tier 5, sells for 5,600. It always sells for 5,000 or 4,900. So what your worms is worth much in silver. Imagine worms worth much. So anyways, that's the tip for passive income in this video, tips and guides for island. So there's plenty of things you can sell here if you're not crafting, if you're lazy crafting things like me. Okay, I'm going to explain my strategy, why I changed my strategy, knowing that. So since I'm a gatherer as my main profession, so instead of me buying pork pie every day, because in the long run it will really cost me, or it will really reduce like 3 million on my silver, and I'm not that rich. I'm not that rich in this game, so I'm really trying to save up silver because I'm planning to be rich, of course. To get that, I'm really planning to buy that mammoth as a goal in in this game. So that's my challenge that's my challenge for myself, a challenge for myself that I give to myself to motivate me. Okay, so instead of buying pork pie, I'm going to produce it myself using my island. So that's my strategy here. And by the way, the focus points, I'm just going to talk a little bit about focus points. So the premium says we will have a 10,000 focus points per day and 30 learning points per day, but it's not an instant thing, right? The learning points per day will regenerate. Same with focus points. But I think the learning points will regenerate per day, per reset. I'm not so sure, but I don't really see that it gives me 30 instant learning points. But anyways, we're trying to talk about focus here. So the focus regenerates per day. It's not an instant 10k. So what I want to show you, or what I'm trying to explain, is the piglet, if you're going to go for pork pie, if you want to supply yourself with pork pie, then you're gonna need focus points, like an average of 20,000 focus points, just to be safe, because you want to steadily have a piglet every day when you plant pigs or when you grow pigs. Okay, so the focus points you need to get 109% yield per day that's a sure piglet per day, is daily nurture bonus. 600, it's here, the daily nurture cost. That's 633. So if we're going to calculate total that's 633 times, wait, 633 times 9 pigs is 5,697 focus points. So that's how much it will cost you when you use focus points, because you really need to use your focus points on your piglet, so you won't always buy piglet in the market or here, because you're going to make lugi. What's lugi in English? You're going to make what's the lugi in English? Going to lose profit if you always buy a piglet, because you you don't get enough piglet every time you harvest them. Okay. Same goes to the milk. The sheep milk is it doesn't need focus points. If you just going to harvest milk, you just need to feed them with crops and they will produce milk in 22 hours, so per day. And for seeds, the wheat is it costs 500 focus points, and the corn seeds focus points is 521. So what's going to happen is, if you don't water your crops, you won't get a seed yield. Oh, wait. So this bean seeds here has a 30% to give you seeds back when you harvest it, right? But if it reaches 100%, that will mean you have one seed per harvest. But carrot has, when you water the carrot, you will have 200% yield, so meaning you will have double seeds supposedly, because that's 200% more than 100. So that's important when you're planting on your farm, or planting crops. So you need to strategize on your focus also. You don't use your focus waste your focus in anything like I did. I tried to waste all my focus on sandstone earlier, so that's why I haven't have enough focus now. That's why I planted the carrots, carrots and beans and this tree here while waiting on my focus points before planting my corn and wheat, because I don't want to rebuy corn or rebuy wheat seed again, because that would mean I will lose silver. Okay, so I will make lugi. So that's my strategy here. I'm going to produce pork. I haven't have the meal yet because I need the meal. I'm going to build it on my guild. I'm going to need the meal to craft my flour and goat's butter. I just need the flour for my pork. Okay, and I need wheat for that. So that's my strategy here on my island. So instead of me trying to make it a passive income, which is, it's not that much, And let's go back to the laborers. Like I said, I will going to explain the laborers and why did I set up my house to level 5 is back then I thought that it's the higher I get, like from these stats here, like I'm showing, it's 150%. Like if what I'm thinking is, when I get my laborers, tier 5 laborers, or this is tier 6 now. If I get my granite to 150% return every day, I thought that I can get 90 sandstones or granite stones, but it only gives me around 48 from that 150% return. So it's not really profitable for me. Why? Because you need times 3. The conversion of granite is you need 3. Is that? I think it's 3. You need 3 granite granite stones and 1 travertine block. So you need 3. You need 3 granite stones. So unlike the tier 3 stones, is you need only 2. So it's more profitable for me to do the tier 3 sandstone as my main source of income here than the granite stone. So I my bad decision here is I upgraded this house to master's house, and then that's when I thought it's too much of a cost, and I can't really drain my silver. For that because I don't get much on granite stone. Especially I'm not doing granite stone in red zone. I don't like the idea of not rather I like the idea of peaceful gathering and not the always on alert. Like I want a chill and relaxing gathering. So you know, a peaceful gathering, unlike when you're on red zone gathering. Higher tier is you're always on alert. So I don't want that to myself, to always freak out or panic, or like always being paranoid that something or someone is after you. So I don't like that idea. Tips to laborers or house is, if you're planning on just getting the 150 bonus on the tier 3, if you're just planning to do tier 3 or tier 2, is you just need to upgrade your house to probably I would advise to upgrade it to tier 4, so you can have more items, because there's a rule here. Where's that? Here the house info, furniture is 14/14. Residence 0/9, labor 3/3. So what I want to show you is the difference in items you can place in the house. So my expert house, the tier 5 house, has same furniture you can place, a total of 14. Same with the tier 6. So right, all right, same. So it doesn't have an advantage if you upgrade your house much, when if you're just planning to use your labor to gather tier 2 and tier 3. So just upgrade it to tier 4. If you can't get the 150% on tier 3, just upgrade it to tier 4 and place a tier 4 bed, because and table, because it gives more points. Like for instance here, let me just show you. That's 130% here on this house. It's not 150 because it's the bed, because of the bed. Let me show you here the difference. Because of the bed and table, it gives more bonus when your table and bed is tier 6 or the higher your tier is the better. So let's remove this pick up the table and pick up the bed, and let's see the difference now is still nothing. Why is it nothing? So it reduces to 300 to 0. So it will take effect later. Here you can read that time to settle happiness is decreased to 270 over 1 day and 15 hours. So if we don't put it back, if we don't put it back from that time, we will lose happiness. And when you lose happiness, you will lose bonuses. Like you can read here, the happier Evelina is, the more resources they will collect when on the job. 150% maximum yield. So that's why you need to put the right bed and table in your house to increase their like produce. So the maximum produce is 150%. So like I said, if you're planning to just get tier 3 and tier 4, if you can't get that 150% on the tier 3 house, upgrade your house to tier 4 and buy tier 4 table and bed. That's, and like trophy as well. You need tier 2 trophy, tier 3 and tier 4 in the tier 4 house. And because you can't plant a tier 5 stone or trophy in a tier 4 house, it won't allow you. Same with Adventurer's Handbook, Magic Tome, and Asian Scripture. You need these things to improve the happiness of your laborers. Like it's here. You can just click this question mark here, like this trophy here. So trophies and small amount of happiness to up to 3 laborers of the correct type and can make laborers even happier than usual. So it will add, like if we remove pick up some trophies here, and let's check. So it will reduce to 40%, this trophy here. If we put it back, we get a bonus of plus 10, and the tier 5 is plus 10 again. So total of 60, and I'm already 12 over 14 on my furniture. So I can still add 2 more furniture extra, but there's not much to add to increase the happiness because we already put so much. The limit that you can put on trophy, like I said, is dependent to your house. So we can't put a tier 6 trophy on a tier 5 house. So that's why it's only bonus is 60 here on trophies. The table rather gives more happiness and the bed compared to the trophies or this book here. So that's all for this video, guys. I hope it helps, and if you like the video or just want to support my channel, do give it a thumbs up, and I'll be making more tips and guides on this game since I have plenty of ideas how to improve your gameplay or earning silver or just anything related to the game. So be sure to subscribe to my channel to be updated, and don't forget to click that notification bell to be notified on my latest video. And bye!